All right, Kelvin, year 2 as a New York Jet in the books.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Time flies.
Time does fly. It does fly.
What was different about this year? Anything?
I think knowing people for 2 years, I think when you're able to spend quality time with people and spend quality time with people, you really get an understanding of who they are. They get an understanding of who you are. You know what they like, what they don't like, and how to add value to their life and how to invest in the lives of people here in the building. So it's been great.
Does that help you as a veteran? Because you're an old guy in the locker room, but young in life. So as someone that's a part of a young team and you have a year to understand everybody, and does it help you lead?
It does, because you know people, you know the people in the locker room, you know your teammates better. And when you're able to know them better, you're able to be able to push them at the right times, and you're able to hold them accountable at the right time, and vice versa. They're able to hold you accountable and be able to speak to you. Again, that takes time, and when you have time under management or time under pressure, which is what the games are, and the practice time, I think that helps with understanding how to get the best out of one another.
At this time of the year, and same thing with last year, not the record that the team wanted, but everyone that I've spoken to has said this year's a little bit different. There's a lot more positives to point to. For you, would you agree with that assessment? And if so, what are some of those positive things that you do point to?
Through the course of the year, we found a way to stay close to one another. We didn't unravel like you've seen other teams, and you didn't have all these outbursts that hit the media like other teams. We've kept it in-house. We found a way to continue to fight for one another. When you see that type of play, you can feel it. You can feel it when you come back in the huddle, and if you happen to see it, it's one of those things you get jacked up for, right then and there, and it bleeds to the next play. When we had the Houston game early in the year, we had that drive where we just marched it down the field, and then you see the whole offensive line pushing the pile into the end zone. That fired everybody up. We thought that was the end of the game for us. We thought that was a final blow, but that wasn't it. And for us, we got to find a way to come out of that situation and then find a way to go and still win the game, with time left on the clock.
How do you do that consistently, though, through a very long season?
Yeah, that's what great teams do. That's what great organizations do. And I think we're ascending to those heights. But at the same time, we got to put the work in during the off season, when we're alone, away from the facility, when we come into the facility, when we're in settings where we're together, and then, in training camp, in OTAs, putting that time in in those situations that we're putting in practice, work on those particular scenarios.
You talked about that you feel like the team's ascending, keep stock that's trending upwards per se.
Correct.
Does that make success that much sweeter?
Oh yeah. I can look at those times and realize that, hard times won't last always, and it's going to be sweet when you have that winning record and you have that playoff run that happened. My first 2 years in Pittsburgh, we didn't make the playoffs, and it was a special thing to then win the division and then get to the playoffs, that third year. So understanding that, there's going to be some hard times, there are going to be some rocky times and some uncertainty that will occur. But when you come out of that and you find a way to persevere, and you find a way to triumph over that particular situation, it makes that feeling of winning, that feeling of accomplishing something in the division, and that feeling of making it to the playoffs so much better.